Bridget from Crosby Molasses, and welcome to my kitchen where I make easy everyday food. Today we're going to make rich molasses butter tarts, an easy recipe that comes together in just a few minutes. To begin, I'm going to whisk together 1/3 cup of melted butter with 1/2 cup of molasses. Once that comes together well, then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of brown sugar. It's packed brown sugar, and today I'm using light brown sugar. You can use a fork or a whisk. As the mixture gets thicker, it could get a little caught up in the whisk. So sometimes a fork can be easier. Make sure you've looked after any lumps in the brown sugar. And now I'm going to add 2 eggs, one at a time. And again, whisking well to combine after each addition. And one more egg. Getting easier to mix as it gets a little more liquidy. But the egg in the mixture is going to help the sugars solidify a little bit as it cooks. Okay, and finally I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of cider vinegar. You can use any kind of vinegar. I prefer cider vinegar. It just has a little bit of a richer, authentic flavor. And 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. If you want, you can also add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt, but I've used salted butter in this recipe, so I'm not going to add any extra salt. So now I am going to start spooning it into the tart shells. I bought pre-made tart shells just to make it a little faster, but homemade pastry is always tastier. So now I'm just going to add the mixture to the tart shells bit by bit. I'll want them filled about 3/4 of the way, but really what I'm going to do is just evenly distribute all of the mixture among the 12 shells. So now that those are filled, I'm going to add some chopped walnuts. This is 1/2 cup of walnuts. And I'm just going to chop them a little bit more so the pieces aren't too big. I haven't toasted these walnuts because they are going to toast up in the oven when they're baking in the sugar molasses egg mixture. They don't need to be chopped into pieces that are too tiny, but just need to be manageable. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle these. Okay, so I haven't used quite the full 1/2 cup, but I think that's enough. They're ready to go in the oven. So I'll bake them for 20 to 25 minutes at 375. I think they're ready. They're nicely brown. The pastry isn't too dark. It's a little golden. So we'll take them out so they look nicely set. And I just want to see if they have that lovely runniness about them. So we're just going to move this over. Take it out of its... There we go. That's nicely cooked on the bottom. And let's just see. So So they've got a bit of gooiness to them, but it does solidify enough so it's not going to run all over the place. It's too hot to bite into, but I can't wait to give these a try because they are dangerously easy to make. So there you have it, easy molasses butter tarts. If you'd like the recipe, visit crosbys.com. Thanks for joining me in my kitchen.